morning and thank you for being with us. Most importantly, giving us your time and allowing us be part of your day. This is Enterprise Friday, reaching you from Enterprise Television from Lagos, Nigeria. I am Henry Igwebike. We'll be starting off with our newspaper headlines to see all that we have for you this morning. And right after that will be our main conversation also for today. But please do well to check up on us. You can always find and reach us at enterprisetvnews.com to see an array of stories that we have. And also you may equally like, comment and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. We're very honored to have Barrister Vance Ofeli, Barrister, a law public affairs analyst. Thank you so very much, Barrister, for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Beautiful.
Good morning.
All right, so let's kickstart today with the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. And we have on the top strip here, Transco Power post 115% pre-tax profit to 305.9 billion naira. And we have on the top strip also military welfare, our priority. That's from Tinubu. And also, just to let you know that one of the barracks, have been named with him, actually, the name Bola Ahmed Tinubu barracks somewhere in Abuja. So I guess to whom much is given, much is expected. And we equally have the big story here. Inflation will fall, economy to grow by 4.1% this year. And that's coming from CBN. But Barrett, I'd love you to start a discussion today with a very sad story, actually. Ex-Fct minister General Jerry Useni dies at 82. We'd love to commiserate with the people of Jos Plateau State on this particular issue and pray his soul, rest with the Lord. But Barrister, speak to us on the person of General Jerry Useni.
Yeah, I know General Jerry Useni very well. I even know the children. I think one of them or two of them used to be with us then in Jos, okay? And he's a man of valor. He was supposed to be the one that was to take over after Abacha left, because he was the second in command, was the most senior officer then before Abu Salami took over. But there was one military politics that was played that night when that would have happened. He was out of line on issues. He lost it because Abu Salami had to be the one who made that announcement after the demise of Abacha. I know him very well. In those days, these military officers, their children attend the same schools with just every other person, in public school then, and I think it's from Panshin or thereabout. I can't remember now in Jos. Yes, it's a man that served the military, with everything he's got, and rose to that level, and then became the FCT minister and the rest of that. We pray that, the family will gather the strength to bear this irreparable loss. It's one very fine soldier that we should honor at every point in our military history, and have contributed immensely even in the democratic dispensation of the country called Nigeria.
Yeah, very well. Amen. And very well said, a very fine soldier. But speak to us on the matter of loyalty for General Useni. While he was working with General Sani Abacha, he is just one personality that never antagonized the person of General Sani Abacha. And of course, General Sani Abacha did not in any way convict him or involve him in one or two shenanigans, just like he did for so many other people. What do you speak about the loyalty of this particular man? Where do you think that was coming from?
He's one very professional soldier. He may have his own shortcomings, but he's one very reliable and loyal soldier to the military, and then serving in the office of, Abacha then as the most senior after Abacha. And he demonstrated dexterity, military professionalism, and he understands warfare, had gone to virtually all the schools, the military schools, and have increased capacity in dynamism and in military formation. So his loyalty is what stands out for him, and his love of the country, the love we have for the country to serve, even when he didn't emerge as the head of state, he carried on, very well in life. To say that he died, just a few days yesterday, showed that he's a man that we could say have fulfilled a lot because of his service to humanity. I mean, being a soldier and serving the country, retirement, and still stayed up to the point where he is quite aged now. He should be going to his 70s now.
He's
Thereabouts.
82 actually. He died
82. Yes, 82. He died at 82 years. Because I know that those of them are that if Abacha were to be alive, he should be up to 80 or so.
Very well.
So those of them who are that
age
many
bracket.
of them are the same. Many of them are the same set, or that 2 years, 3 years ahead of each other in the military.
All right, so let's get to this issue, especially to the United States of America, because we have it here that Georgia temporarily blocks Trump's order to end birthright citizenship. What do you think is happening right there in the United States? What can you hear from locals around? What do you think is the conversation amongst average Americans right now?
Well, the issue of birthright has to do with the 14th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, wherein, anyone that is born in the country, whether parents are Americans or not, will be citizen. But he's saying that anyone born here, it's not automatic that will be citizen. That either parent must be an American, a citizen, or hold a permanent residence and all that. And that issue is a constitutional matter. You cannot actually use an executive order to amend the Constitution. But the way it works here in America is that executive order, once it is given, it starts running until the court overturns it.
Whoa.
You understand? So now, as we speak, 22 states have gone to court already, as at yesterday. Yeah. Okay, no, before nightfall yesterday, 23 states have gone to court. Some individuals have also filed cases against that movement. So the days to come will determine how this will go. An executive order usually will take effect it's supposed to take effect on the 19th of February. Okay? Now this particular one.
Yes.
But these states are challenging that. And so from today too, you will have more states might join, might join in that suit to challenge the issue under reference. Then the issue of the border, I mean, there is serious, this is at the border now, range of forces repelling those who are coming to America through land, border, and the rest of that. That is for Mexico, Dominican Republic, and the rest, because for Africa, there's no part of the United States that borders Africa. So I mean, if you are coming from Africa, you have to come by air. Yes, you need a visa. You must come by air, by nature. Okay, but when you face this other west end, you are facing Mexico, Dominican Republic. Unfortunately, those countries are third world countries bordering America. So. Then except for Canada, that is also a first world country. But when you look at it generally, you see that the event is not generally about who is in US or who is not in US. It's about your status in the US.
So if a Nigerian who comes in, sorry for interjecting, if a Nigerian who comes in to America with a visitor's visa, do you think the executive order equally applies to her if she's pregnant and wants to, have that in the United States?
From 19th of February, it applies to her.
Whoa.
That child can only be a citizen if either parent is an American. You understand? that the father or the mother, one side, was an American citizen or by whatever citizen. You understand? So this is part of the issue we're talking about, that the Constitution actually says otherwise. But executive order, the way it works, it starts to take effect from the day. That's how it works here.
Wow.
Until the court upturns it and say no. Okay, so the matter can be in court for as long as possible.
All right.
Okay.
It's actually so funny how it be that President Donald Trump himself is a second or third generation American. His father came into America in 1885. Friedrich Trump. He's originally from Karlstadt in Germany. He came into America in 1885. His mother, Mary Ann, came into America in 1930, both as illegal immigrants. And it's unfortunate that being the son of illegal immigrants,
people are saying that if he wants to enforce this executive order effectively, it should start from the wife of the vice president. The wife of the vice president have an Indian descent, so then her status not regularized. So they're saying your vice president, the wife, use the executive order against her first, and then lead by example, and then come into. So it's there are a lot of conversation around the issue, which we'll see how it goes on.
Yeah, very well. Let's move quickly to the Guardian newspaper for this morning. And we have the big story here. Heroes of school sports, how Nigeria can leverage tertiary institutions on tapped talent. Barrister, you'll agree with me. For everyone who has participated in what's this called again? These games by the university. There's this national game by universities.
Is it all university games?
Yes, all university games. Yes, exactly. When usually the sporting events is held, you see lots of untouched raw talents, but unfortunately, we do not maximize those. How do you think we can better take care of this?
Well, you see, the things are hardly done in merit in the country. Things are hardly done in merit. So you can discover talent from anywhere. Go to villages, you see very powerful footballers. Villages, very deep, remote villages. Because God is not a respecter of person when it comes to distribution of talent. He distributes it according to his will. So we have talent everywhere. But in Nigeria, when you have talent, it's not enough. You must back your talent up with connection. You must back it up with know who knows somebody that knows another person, that will be able to pull you through. So that in itself has taken toll on the country's growth. Okay? In some other places, all you need is talent. You demonstrate talent and you can easily get into places and that serve your country or serve humanity, the capacity of your talent and the rest of that. But Nigeria is not so. You need so much to put up and all that. I mean, and it's from all these games that footballers and athletes are discovered. I mean, coaches and football administrators attend all these events, okay, to fish for talent and all that. And when they get them, they have to be projected. Connection now comes in and all that. If you have all the talent without connection in the country, you are as good as not having the talent in the first place. So it's one of the things we have to work on, that people should be able to be whatever they want to be, irrespective of whether they know anyone in government or not.
Very, very funny. Even Simon Ekpa, alleged that the reason he was not in any way interested in the Nigerian cause is because he represented Nigeria in a track and field events, and he wasn't recognized as much as he wanted.
Yes, Samuel Ekpa is a great athlete. Yeah. I mean, that is what even took him out of the country. He represented Nigeria in many capacities, to say the truth, to say the least. Okay, but his own grounds transcend beyond recognition. He's talking about also issue of secession and because it wasn't. I mean, a lot of issues. People are influenced differently.
Very well said. All right, lastly, let's take a look at this issue. Junta led Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger to unveil common passports. Do we see other countries equally moving towards this new circle? Because having common passports means that they've totally, they've totally, moved themselves away from ECOWAS. That's what it means.
Yes, they are moving out. Yeah, because when your country is not led by the military, what it means is that you have not submitted to democracy. ECOWAS is a democratic institution, and it's an institution that was established in 1975 to foster trade, harmony, and economic pursuit within the original 15 states. Okay, within Africa, West Africa countries, 15 countries in West Africa. Now, Burkina Faso, Niger, and the rest of them are pulled out because they now have military intervention, or what you call military interregnum. Okay, so now they are trying to form the Sahel. Okay, what they are looking for now is to draw as many countries as possible to that unit. Okay, to see how that the military takeover and management of resources of the people is better than democracy according to their own dictate. But what I know about the military is anywhere the military has taken over management of resources, they end up not doing it well. They end up even sometimes worse than the civilian that they accuse. Perhaps these ones are going to be different. But from the 80s down to the late 90s, when most countries in Africa that have military regime pulled out of that military regime and returned to democracy, we've not seen a better, maybe in some areas, for the case of Nigeria, but
Yes.
we've not really seen a better governance like they touted before they take over power. That is because of corruption, because of lack of proper management of resources, and all these are the reasons they give for intervention.
But
Then when they
Barrister,
take over, they are not able to.
Yes.
They're not able to move forward.
yeah, very well. But with Morocco giving the countries the live boy, do you think this will, further make it impossible for them to see reasons to maybe stop whatever it is they have planned to do? Because
Morocco doing what?
Monaco has given them a life buoy, has given them hands of opportunity with the sea. So they can actually ferry whatever it is they want from Morocco to the Sahel. So do you think that would further, make them, tough on that particular matter?
The fact that they have their military, they have formed this Sahel does not mean every state will pull out from them or not relate with them again. So, I mean, if they are not able to get that from Morocco, they would have also used either Chad or use Libya or use one of those countries around the North Africa that also borders the Mediterranean Sea to achieve the same purpose. So, Morocco is just strategic. It's just a child of circumstance in this case. And allow them to do what they want to do. Okay? So it happens like that. Sometimes during war, you are leveling war against a country and you want to use the border of the country, you want to use the waterways around the country. You have to do certain, what we call diplomatic alliance. Not necessarily that Morocco supports what they are doing.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but they are the Morocco foreign policy, okay, and the non-alignment will determine that it is a diplomatic issue, cross-border issue, diplomatic issue. Usually, the country will tell you that they are doing that for humanity, okay? They are doing that for humanity. So, if the idea is for humanity, I mean, they can be justified in that way. But there are countries that will not associate with you when you have a military takeover.
All right.
Okay. We saw that during Abacha era, how we were suspended from the Commonwealth of Nations. Commonwealth were suspended when the Commonwealth has said that Ken Saro and 4 others should not be killed. And Abacha went ahead and did what he did. So we're suspended. And so you always have those diplomatic issues one way or the other.
All right. Thank you so very much, Barrister Vance Ofeli, for being here. We truly do appreciate your time.
Yeah.
All right, just to let you know, people, that Barrister Vance Ofeli will be here to take us on our main conversation. But when we return, Femi Falana, SAN, urges President Bola Tinubu to reinstate 20 generals, 18 other officers, citing injustice and court ruling ignored by the previous administration. It's still Enterprise Friday. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right with you in a jiffy.